Hey everyone, welcome back to It's Polarizing. Back with another video on love, loss, and all that messy stuff in between. Today we're diving deep into the enigmatic world of exes and deciphering those confusing signals that leave you wondering, are they still into me? Let's be real, breakups are about as fun as a root canal without anesthesia. But sometimes, just sometimes, there's a flicker of hope that maybe, just maybe, those old flames aren't entirely extinguished. So, buckle up, grab your detective hats and let's decode those signs that your ex might secretly be harboring some leftover feelings. First up, let's talk about communication. Or should I say, over-communication. You know what I'm talking about. The ex who just can't seem to resist the siren call of their smartphone. They're blowing up your phone with texts about their day, tagging you in memes, sliding into your DMs with random questions. Sure, some exes stay friends and that's cool. But if they're consistently reaching out, initiating conversations, and generally acting like you two never called it quits, well, it might be time to raise an eyebrow. So if your ex is putting in the effort to stay in touch, chances are they're not just looking for a shoulder to cry on. Let them know that while you appreciate their friendship, you also need your space to move on. Let's talk about emotions, folks. If your ex is suddenly opening up to you about their deepest fears, their wildest dreams, or their undying love for pineapple on pizza, it might be a sign that they're still emotionally invested in you. Think about it. We don't just go around spilling our guts to anyone who'll listen. So if your ex is letting you peek behind their carefully constructed emotional walls, it could mean that they still see you as someone they can confide in. But here's the catch: emotional openness can be a double-edged sword. Are they sharing their feelings in a way that feels appropriate for your current relationship? Or are they crossing boundaries and expecting you to be their emotional crutch? Okay, let's talk about everyone's favorite topic, jealousy. Because nothing says I'm totally over you like turning into a raging green monster every time you mention going on a date. If your ex is completely indifferent to your love life, it probably means they've truly moved on. But if they're constantly asking about your dates, bad-mouthing your new love interests, or generally acting like they've got a front-row seat to your love life, well, it might be a sign that they're not as over you as they pretend to be. Now, before you go all Sherlock Holmes on me, let's be clear. There's a difference between healthy curiosity and full-blown obsessive jealousy. If they're constantly interrogating you about your dates or trying to sabotage your chances of finding happiness with someone new, then Houston, we have a problem. Okay, let's talk about effort. And no, I'm not talking about the bare minimum effort of liking your Instagram post from 3 years ago. I'm talking about the kind of effort that requires actual planning and, dare I say it, genuine interest. You know what I mean? Those accidental run-ins at your favorite coffee shop, the carefully curated playlists, the handwritten birthday card that magically appears in your mailbox. So if your ex is putting in the effort to stay connected, to be a part of your life, even in small ways, it means something. Let them know that while you appreciate their efforts, you're not in the same place emotionally. Finally, let's talk about body language. Because sometimes actions speak louder than words, especially when those actions involve lingering glances, accidental touches, and that adorable little smirk they do when they think you're not looking. Here's the thing about physical cues. They're often subconscious, involuntary reactions to the people we're attracted to. So if your ex is constantly making eye contact, finding excuses to touch your arm or shoulder, or mirroring your movements, it could be a sign that their heart hasn't quite gotten the memo that you two are over. But here's the caveat: body language can be tricky to interpret. Are these physical cues part of a larger pattern of behavior that suggests they still have feelings for you? Or are they isolated incidents that can be chalked up to coincidence or friendly affection? So there you have it, folks. 5 signs that your ex might still be harboring some leftover feelings. But before you go rushing into their arms or blocking their number, remember this: understanding your ex's feelings is just one piece of the puzzle. The other, equally important piece is understanding your own feelings. Do you still have feelings for your ex? Are you open to the possibility of rekindling things? Or are you perfectly content with letting them go and moving on with your life? These are matters we explore in our next video. Stay tuned. Remember though, no matter what the future holds, always prioritize your own emotional well-being. Be kind to yourself, trust your gut, and don't be afraid to seek support from friends, family, or a therapist if you need it. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, go ahead, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the It's Polarizing channel for more content like this. Until next time, keep it polarizing.